Caitlin Clark is just different.
You can see her standing right there talking to her old coaches, taking pictures with everybody who came and traveled to see her here at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
The Queen is back, but this time she's wearing a different jersey. Last night, Caitlin Clark returned to the place where she became a legend, Iowa. And let me tell you, she didn't just show up. She reminded everyone exactly why she is who she is. The clutch shots, the vision, the pure magic. It was all there. In this video, we're breaking down her incredible performance, the electric atmosphere, and what this means for the Fever moving forward. If you're a fan of greatness, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our breakdowns, highlights, and analysis of Caitlin and the Fever this season. The air in Iowa City crackled with an energy that felt both familiar and electrifyingly new. It wasn't just a preseason game, it was a homecoming. For 7 long months, the basketball world had held its breath, waiting for the return of a phenomenon. And on this night, under the familiar lights of her collegiate stomping grounds, Caitlin Clark stepped back onto the court, not in the black and gold of the Hawkeyes, but in the vibrant red and yellow of the Indiana Fever. It was more than just a game against the Brazilian national team, it was a declaration. A declaration that Caitlin Clark is indeed just different.
They kept Kelsey Mitchell, which was huge for Caitlin. You can see that they really smoked Brazil by 60 points. It's insane to do in a preseason game, and crazy that, Caitlin is here back in Iowa playing. She didn't expect that they'd be back here this early and that she'd get to play on her home court. She's stoked to be here. You can tell how happy she is with her family, her parents right there in the middle. The expectations for season 2 for Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White says, are definitely high.
Anyone who dares to suggest otherwise is engaging in a willful act of self-deception. The evidence was undeniable, painted across the canvas of the game. The palpable energy that seemed to materialize whenever Clark touched the ball wasn't the typical rookie hype. It was something deeper, something that resonated with the very soul of the sport. It was the recognition of a player who transcends the game itself, whose impact reaches far beyond the scoreline. This feeling, this electrifying buzz, is arguably unlike anything witnessed in basketball, regardless of gender, in recent memory. The return of Double C basketball felt less like a sporting event and more like a cultural touchstone, a welcome return to a state of exhilaration after a prolonged period of anticipation. While the outcome of a preseason game against a national team in a tune-up setting offers a limited window into the Fever's regular season potential, the visual cues were impossible to ignore. The most striking difference from previous iterations of the Indiana Fever was the exquisite ball movement. It was a ballet of unselfishness, the ball zipping from hand to hand with a fluidity that spoke volumes about the team's newfound chemistry and commitment to finding the best shot. This selfless approach bodes incredibly well for the team's offensive ceiling, suggesting a system where the sum is greater than its individual parts, even with a generational talent like Clark at the helm. Nearly every player who saw minutes contributed positively, a testament to the depth and potential of this revamped roster. Sydney Colson, in particular, showed noticeable improvement from the first preseason outing, demonstrating her ability to integrate into the team's flow. Temi Fagbenle also impressed with her minutes, showcasing a versatility that will be valuable throughout the season. But beyond the harmonious ball movement, there were glimpses of the truly dynamic potential this Fever squad possesses. The symbiotic relationship between Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston, the reigning Rookie of the Year, was on full display. Seeing Boston run the floor with effortless grace and receive a perfectly timed pass from Clark for an easy finish was a moment of pure basketball poetry. These flashes, these moments of intuitive connection, serve as tantalizing previews of the devastating pick-and-roll threat they will undoubtedly become, a cornerstone of the Fever's offensive attack. These brief but impactful sequences make you lean forward in your seat, a smile creeping across your face, and think, oh yeah, they are going to light everybody up. On the defensive end of the court, there was a discernible shift in intensity and execution. While still a work in progress, the commitment to playing defense was evident in the players' effort and focus. The infusion of new personnel possessing length and athleticism, coupled with the strategic guidance of head coach Stephanie White, is already making a tangible difference. The visual of players like Erica Wheeler, Lexi Hull, and Temi Fagbenle utilising their size and quickness to disrupt opposing offences creates a defensive presence that was sorely lacking in previous seasons. Coach White, with her proven track record, clearly possesses a deep understanding of defensive principles, and the combination of her expertise and the improved personnel paints a favourable picture for the Fever's ability to get stops when needed. Yet for all the promising signs from the team as a whole, this night, at its heart, was a celebration of Caitlin Clark's return. The anticipation had been building for so long, fueled by the memory of her record-breaking collegiate career. And then, in a moment that felt both inevitable and breathtaking, it happened. From a distance that defied conventional basketball wisdom, from further than the logo, a distance that few players in the history of the game would even consider, she launched a shot. The ball arced through the air, a seemingly impossible trajectory, before swishing through the net with a sound that resonated like a collective gasp followed by an explosion of joy. The arena erupted in a frenzy of cheers and applause. It wasn't just a made shot, it was a statement of intent, a bold declaration of her unique talent and unwavering confidence. It was a reminder that there is a reason she is who she is. Ryan Ruocco, a close friend and former radio show co-host, captured the collective excitement perfectly. His enthusiastic call of the shot echoed the sentiments of everyone watching. Caitlin herself, in the post-game press conference, even gave a shout-out to Ryan, a testament to the genuine connection she has built throughout her journey. When asked about that logo 3, the shot that everyone would be talking about, Clark's response was a delightful blend of humility and subtle acknowledgement of her unique skill set. She reflected on the atmosphere at Carver Hawkeye Arena, noting the surprisingly equal split of Fever and Iowa gear in the stands. "I just didn't know what to expect, so that was fun to see," she admitted. Then, addressing the shot heard round the basketball world, she revealed it wasn't a pre-planned attempt to appease the crowd. "Honestly, I didn't plan to shoot that logo 3, she stated. She described the situation. A late clock scenario with her teammate Steph, encouraging a foul. Seeing the clock tick down to the 30-second mark, the prime 2-for-1 range, she made a split-second decision. I was like, why not? Might as well launch one." The ensuing timeout, designed to get her out of the game, only amplified the moment's significance. Her slightly bashful demeanour when reflecting on the shot, a hint of a pre-humble brag, as one commentator aptly described it, only added to her relatable charm. On the court, however, there is no room for bashfulness. There is only the unwavering confidence of a player who understands her extraordinary capabilities and is unafraid to showcase them. The exchange between Fever head coach Stephanie White and a reporter about that very play further underscored the unique dynamic surrounding Clark. The reporter, perhaps seeking a delicate balance between allowing Clark to express her unique talent and maintaining team structure, inquired about how White managed letting Caitlin be Caitlin, while also coaching her within the team framework. White's response was both refreshingly simple and undeniably profound, delivered with a hint of good-natured exasperation. "I've been watching her do it for 4 years, 5 years really," she said, a slight smile playing on her lips. "That's just who she is. It's what she does." She then delivered the perfect analogy, a mic drop moment that silenced any further debate. "Nobody tells Steph Curry not to take good shots, right?" Her rhetorical question, delivered with a playful, "What are you asking me, bro?" energy perfectly encapsulated the obviousness of the situation. "What do you want me to say? Of course I'm going to let her shoot that. You know who that is? That's Caitlin Clark, dog." The authenticity and directness of White's response resonated deeply. It wasn't about trying to stifle a player's natural instincts. It was about empowering a generational talent to do what she does best within the context of a team game. The reaction from the crowd, the palpable excitement that permeated the arena, and even the Brazilian players asking for autographs after the game, It all served as a powerful and undeniable reminder that the phenomenon surrounding Caitlin Clark isn't some complex scientific formula. It's the simple, profound appeal of a player who transcends the traditional boundaries of the sport, capturing the hearts and imaginations of fans worldwide. Beyond the captivating highlights and the undeniable on-court brilliance, the return of Caitlin Clark basketball brought a sense of relief and a renewed sense of anticipation. After a long period of waiting, fueled by the anticipation of her WNBA debut, and frankly an overload of interviews and off-court narratives that often overshadowed the game itself, seeing her back on the court was the true celebration. Clark herself spoke eloquently about the profound impact of the fans, particularly the young girls and boys who line up, screaming for her autograph. Her words were a poignant reminder of the responsibility and the immense joy that comes with being a role model. "I don't take that for granted," she said, her voice filled with genuine appreciation. "Like, that's so cool. Like, I would be lying to you if I thought that was just normal and everybody gets to do that. Like, they don't." Her humility in the face of such widespread adoration was striking and deeply moving. She openly acknowledged the powerful impact these young fans have on her, reminding everyone that there are bigger things in life than basketball. This perspective, coming from a player who has achieved so much at such a young age, is a powerful testament to her character and maturity. She understands that her influence extends far beyond the confines of the basketball court. She believed that even if she had scored 0 points, the fans would still have been there, screaming her name, wanting an autograph. That, she explained, truly puts her impact into perspective, highlighting the genuine connection she has forged with her fan base. Perhaps the most crucial takeaway from the night, however, was the fact that Caitlin Clark emerged from the game healthy. She had been dealing with a minor ailment leading up to the game, evident by her spending time on the bike to stay warm during the contest and her absence from the previous preseason outing. While the injury wasn't deemed serious, the cautious approach taken by the Fever organisation underscored the paramount importance of her health heading into the grueling regular season. Seeing her healthy and ready to go is the ultimate victory for both the Indiana Fever and the WNBA as a whole. Because barring any unforeseen circumstances, Caitlin Clark is on a trajectory to become the greatest of all time. Come on, you can't tell yourself otherwise. It's plain, it's obvious, there's no other way to say it. We can sift through the tired, regurgitated narratives that have swirled around like mouthwash in recent months, but the truth remains undeniable. The Indiana Fever are where they are, a team with legitimate championship aspirations, because of Caitlin Clark. The WNBA is experiencing unprecedented growth and attention because of Caitlin Clark. The Iowa situation, a phenomenon that captivated the nation, was what it was because of Caitlin Clark. And now, Caitlin Clark is back. The Indiana Fever are championship contenders, if not already one of the best teams in the league, and she is about to embark on a total demon spree in her second year. The return to Iowa was more than just a preseason game. It was a curtain raiser for what promises to be a historic season. The Queen has returned, and the WNBA will never be the same. The era of Caitlin Clark is upon us, and the basketball world should prepare for an unforgettable ride.